In the realm of personal finance, few books have had the impact of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This modern classic delves into the world of money, challenging conventional wisdom. Kiyosaki contrasts the financial philosophies of his Poor Dad and Rich Dad. The Poor Dad, despite education and a secure job, struggled financially. The Rich Dad, a self-made entrepreneur, believed in financial education and risk-taking. Kiyosaki contrasts their mindsets, exposing the limitations of conventional financial advice. These perspectives highlight the differences between financial struggle and freedom. One of the most striking revelations in Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the paradox of wealth. Often those who seem to have the least are the most financially savvy. This paradox stems from a fundamental difference in mindset and financial education. The Poor Dad believed in working for money and seeking security in a steady paycheck. The Rich Dad viewed money as a tool to create more wealth. He emphasized financial literacy and leveraging assets to generate passive income. Financial freedom isn't about how much you earn, but how you manage and use it to create more. Rich Dad. Poor Dad shines a light on the rat race, a term Kiyosaki uses to describe the endless cycle of working, earning, and spending. This cycle is perpetuated by a lack of financial education and a fear-driven mindset. The Rich Dad viewed the rat race as a trap to be avoided. He believed in creating wealth through entrepreneurship and investing. It's about acquiring financial literacy and making money work for you. By doing so, individuals can break free and live life on their own terms. The most enduring lesson of Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the power of perspective. It challenges readers to question their beliefs about money, wealth, and success. It's about adopting a mindset of abundance and financial empowerment. The Poor Dad viewed money through a lens of scarcity. He believed money was hard to come by and risks were reckless. The Rich Dad embraced a mindset of abundance. He saw opportunities everywhere and valued financial education. Rich Dad. Poor Dad is more than just a personal finance book. It's a study in contrasts. Kiyosaki uses the two father figures to illustrate the stark differences in how the rich and the poor think about money. These mindsets are at the heart of why some achieve financial freedom while others struggle. The Rich Dad, a high school dropout, built a business empire. He believed in investing in assets and embracing calculated risks. Understanding these mindsets is crucial to understanding the wealth gap. One of the most radical ideas presented in Rich Dad, Poor Dad is that the rich don't work for money, they make money work for them. This concept challenges the traditional notion of working hard at a job to earn a paycheck and save for retirement. The Poor Dad believed in the traditional path to financial security. He worked diligently at his government job, saved a portion of his income, and hoped to retire comfortably one day. He saw money as something earned through hard work and traded for time. The Rich Dad, however, had a completely different perspective. He saw money as a tool to create more wealth, not as something to be traded for hours of labor. He focused on building businesses and investing in assets that generated passive income, allowing his money to work for him, even while he slept. This concept of passive income is central to Kiyosaki's philosophy. He stresses the importance of building multiple streams of income that don't rely solely on trading time for money. By creating businesses, investing in real estate, or generating royalties, individuals can break free from the limitations of a traditional job and achieve true financial freedom. Kiyosaki argues that financial literacy is not a luxury, but a necessity in today's complex financial world. He criticizes the traditional education system for failing to adequately prepare individuals for the financial realities of life. The Poor Dad, despite his high level of education, lacked basic financial knowledge. He struggled to manage his money effectively, often finding himself in debt and living paycheck to paycheck. His lack of financial literacy prevented him from making informed decisions about investments, savings, and wealth creation. The Rich Dad, on the other hand, emphasized the importance of continuous learning, especially when it came to money. He believed that understanding how money works, how to make it grow, and how to protect it from inflation and taxes was essential for achieving financial success. Kiyosaki urges readers to take control of their financial education. He encourages them to read books, attend seminars, and seek out mentors who can guide them on their financial journey. Section 4. Overcoming fear and embracing risk. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Rich Dad. Poor Dad emphasizes the importance of overcoming fear and embracing calculated risks in the pursuit of financial freedom. Kiyosaki argues that playing it safe might feel secure, but it rarely leads to significant wealth creation. The poor dad, driven by fear and a desire for security, often shied away from taking risks. He preferred the stability of his government job, even though it meant limited financial upside. His fear of failure prevented him from exploring potentially lucrative opportunities. The rich dad, however, understood that calculated risks were essential for achieving financial breakthroughs. He wasn't reckless, but he was willing to step outside of his comfort zone, embrace uncertainty, and seize opportunities when they arose. Kiyosaki argues that overcoming fear is a process. He encourages readers to start small, take calculated risks, and learn from their mistakes. The key, he suggests, is to view failure not as an end, but as a learning opportunity, a stepping stone on the path to success. Section 5. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. The power of saving and investing. Rich Dad. Poor Dad challenges the common misconception that financial success is solely determined by how much money you earn. Kiyosaki stresses that it's not about income, but about what you do with the money you have. The poor dad, despite earning a decent income, struggled to save money. He believed that once he earned more, he would be able to save and invest. However, his spending often increased in proportion to his income, keeping him trapped in a cycle of financial struggle. The rich dad, on the other hand, prioritized saving and investing. He understood the power of compound interest and believed in putting his money to work for him as early and as often as possible. Kiyosaki advocates for developing a disciplined approach to saving and investing. He encourages readers to pay themselves first, setting aside a portion of their income for savings and investments before paying bills or making discretionary purchases. By consistently saving and investing, even small amounts, individuals can build a solid foundation for long-term financial security. Section 1. The Silent Killer of Wealth. Why most schools don't teach about money. One of the most poignant observations in Rich Dad. Poor Dad is the glaring absence of financial education in traditional schooling systems. Kiyosaki argues that this lack of preparedness for the real world, where money plays a crucial role, sets up most individuals for a lifetime of financial struggle. The poor dad, despite excelling academically and achieving professional success, never received any formal education about money management. This lack of financial literacy, Kiyosaki argues, was a major contributing factor to his lifelong financial struggles. He made decisions based on conventional wisdom and societal expectations rather than sound financial principles. The rich dad, on the other hand, believed that financial education was paramount, even more critical than traditional academic achievements. He taught Kiyosaki about investing, entrepreneurship, and building assets, lessons conspicuously absent from the school curriculum. He stressed that understanding how money works is crucial for creating wealth and achieving financial freedom. Kiyosaki laments this gap in traditional education, arguing that it leaves most individuals ill-equipped to navigate the complexities of personal finance. They enter adulthood without a fundamental understanding of budgeting, investing, or building credit, leaving them vulnerable to financial pitfalls and limiting their potential for wealth creation. Section 2. Breaking the Chains of Financial Ignorance. The Power of Self-Education. In light of the shortcomings of traditional education, Rich Dad, Poor Dad champions the importance of self-education in the realm of finance. Kiyosaki urges readers to take responsibility for their financial literacy, actively seeking knowledge and skills beyond the confines of formal schooling. The Poor Dad, bound by the limitations of his formal education, never ventured beyond the conventional wisdom dispensed in textbooks. He relied on financial advice from professionals who often had their own interests at heart, rather than empowering himself with independent knowledge. The Rich Dad, in contrast, was a lifelong learner, constantly seeking out new information and perspectives on business and finance. He devoured books, attended seminars, and engaged in discussions with financial experts, always eager to expand his understanding and refine his investment strategies. Kiyosaki encourages readers to adopt a similar approach, emphasizing that financial education is an ongoing journey, not a destination. He suggests reading books and articles, listening to podcasts, attending workshops, and engaging with online resources to continuously expand their financial knowledge. This dedication to self-improvement, he argues, is essential for adapting to ever-changing financial landscapes and making informed financial decisions. Section 3. Learning from the best, seeking out mentors and financial role models. Kiyosaki asserts that surrounding yourself with individuals who possess financial wisdom can significantly accelerate your path to financial success. He encourages readers to actively seek out mentors who can provide guidance and support on their financial journey. Section 4. Your mind is your greatest asset. Developing a wealth-building mindset. Kiyosaki argues that your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes towards money play a pivotal role in shaping your financial reality. He encourages readers to cultivate an abundance mindset, believing in their ability to create wealth and view financial challenges as opportunities for growth. Section 5. Turning information into action. Putting knowledge into practice. Kiyosaki emphasizes that financial literacy without action is meaningless. It's the application of knowledge that truly makes the difference. He encourages readers to move beyond passive learning and actively apply the financial principles outlined in the book. Section 1. The Mindset Divide. How the rich and poor perceive opportunity. Kiyosaki emphasizes that cultivating a mindset primed for recognizing and seizing opportunities is crucial for financial success. Section 2. Fear and scarcity versus courage and abundance. Two sides of the same coin. Kiyosaki argues that these opposing mindsets dictate our financial decisions and overall outlook on life. He encourages readers to replace limiting beliefs with affirmations of courage, abundance, and self-belief. Section 3. Breaking free from the herd mentality, daring to think differently. Kiyosaki argues that blindly following the crowd often leads to financial mediocrity. He emphasizes that breaking free from the herd mentality requires courage, independent thinking, and a willingness to embrace unconventional approaches. Section 4. The Language of Wealth. Talking the talk and walking the walk. Kiyosaki argues that the words we use and the stories we tell ourselves about money play a significant role in either attracting or repelling wealth. He encourages readers to pay close attention to their financial vocabulary and replace limiting language patterns with affirmations of abundance and possibility. Section 5. Cultivating a growth mindset. Embracing challenges as stepping stones. Kiyosaki argues that embracing setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth is essential for achieving long-term financial success. He encourages readers to view challenges as stepping stones on the path to mastery. Unraveling the financial matrix: assets versus liabilities. Kiyosaki argues that understanding the difference between assets and liabilities is crucial for building wealth. He emphasizes that it's not about how much you earn, but about how you structure your finances, acquiring assets that work for you. The money-making machine. How assets put money in your pocket. Kiyosaki illustrates how assets can generate a steady stream of passive income, gradually building wealth and leading to financial freedom. He emphasizes that building a portfolio of income-generating assets is like constructing a money-making machine. The silent wealth drain: liabilities and the trap of debt. Kiyosaki stresses the importance of understanding the true cost of liabilities and minimizing unnecessary liabilities. He encourages readers to prioritize acquiring assets that generate income rather than consume it. Section 4. Building a solid foundation. Shifting your focus from income to assets. Kiyosaki argues that it's not about how much money you earn, but about how much you keep and how you put that money to work for you by acquiring income-generating assets. He encourages readers to shift their focus from income to assets, prioritizing saving and investing in income-generating assets. Section 5. The path to financial freedom. Owning your time and your choices. Rich Dad. Poor Dad paints a compelling picture of financial freedom, not just as a state of having abundant wealth, but as a state of having control over your time, your choices, and your life. Kiyosaki argues that true wealth is about having the freedom to pursue your passions, spend time with loved ones, and live life on your own terms. The poor dad, despite his hard work and good intentions, never achieved true financial freedom. He was bound by his job, his bills, and his financial obligations, limiting his ability to pursue his passions or spend quality time with his family. His life was largely dictated by financial constraints. The rich dad, on the other hand, viewed financial freedom as the ultimate goal. He built his businesses and investments strategically, not just to accumulate wealth, but to create a life where he had the time and resources to pursue his interests, travel the world, and spend quality time with his loved ones. Kiyosaki emphasizes that financial freedom is not an elusive dream reserved for the wealthy few. It's an achievable goal for anyone willing to adopt the right mindset, acquire financial literacy, and take consistent action towards building a life of purpose and abundance. He encourages readers to define what financial freedom means to them and to use the principles outlined in the book as a roadmap to create a life of greater freedom, purpose, and fulfillment. Section 1. Taking control of your financial destiny. Actionable steps for a brighter future. Rich Dad. Poor Dad doesn't just diagnose the financial challenges faced by many. It offers a practical roadmap for transforming your financial reality. Kiyosaki emphasizes that achieving financial freedom is not a matter of luck or circumstance, but a deliberate choice, fueled by knowledge, action, and a commitment to building a brighter future. The poor dad, despite his yearning for financial stability, often felt powerless to change his circumstances. He accepted his financial situation as an unchangeable reality, resigning himself to a life of working for a paycheck and hoping for the best. This passive approach, Kiyosaki argues, is a recipe for financial stagnation. The rich dad, in contrast, believed that financial destiny is a choice, not a chance. He taught Kiyosaki that by taking control of his finances, acquiring financial literacy, and making smart decisions consistently, he could create the future he desired. This proactive approach, fueled by knowledge and action, is the cornerstone of Kiyosaki's philosophy. Kiyosaki encourages readers to shed any feelings of helplessness or resignation when it comes to their finances. He emphasizes that knowledge is power, and that by taking concrete steps to improve their financial literacy, Individuals can break free from limiting beliefs and chart a course towards greater financial security and freedom. Section 2. Pay yourself first. The golden rule of wealth building. One of the most practical and impactful principles outlined in Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the concept of paying yourself first. Kiyosaki argues that this simple yet often overlooked habit is crucial for building wealth and achieving financial security. The poor dad, despite his best intentions, often struggled to save money. He believed in paying bills and expenses first, saving whatever was left over at the end of the month. This approach, however, often resulted in little to no savings, as unexpected expenses and lifestyle inflation chipped away at his remaining income. The rich dad, on the other hand, instilled in Kiyosaki the importance of paying himself first. He taught him to set aside a portion of his income for savings and investments before paying bills or making discretionary purchases. This seemingly small shift in mindset, Kiyosaki explains, can have a profound impact on your long-term financial well-being. Kiyosaki emphasizes that paying yourself first is not about depriving yourself, but about prioritizing your financial future. It's about creating a habit of consistent saving and investing, even if it's just a small amount initially. This disciplined approach, he argues, lays the foundation for long-term wealth creation and financial security. Section 3. Mastering the art of budgeting. Tracking your cash flow for financial clarity. Rich Dad, Poor Dad highlights the importance of budgeting as a tool for gaining control of your finances and making informed financial decisions. Kiyosaki argues that tracking your income and expenses is not about restriction, but about awareness, empowering you to make conscious choices about where your money goes. The poor dad, often overwhelmed by financial obligations, avoided budgeting. He felt it was restrictive and depressing, preferring to operate on a more ad hoc basis. This lack of financial clarity, however, often led to overspending, missed opportunities for saving, and unnecessary financial stress. The rich dad, in contrast, believed that budgeting was essential for financial health. He taught Kiyosaki to track his income and expenses meticulously, identifying areas where he could reduce spending, save more, and direct funds towards income-generating assets. This disciplined approach, he argued, provided a clear picture of his financial health and empowered him to make strategic financial decisions. Kiyosaki encourages readers to embrace budgeting, not as a chore, but as a tool for financial empowerment. He suggests using simple budgeting methods like the envelope system or budgeting apps to track income and expenses, identify areas for improvement, and make conscious choices that align with their financial goals. Section 4. Investing for a secure future. Putting your money to work. Rich Dad. Poor Dad demystifies the world of investing, presenting it not as a risky gamble, but as a calculated strategy for growing wealth and securing your financial future. Kiyosaki encourages readers to view investing not as something to be feared, but as a powerful tool to be leveraged. The poor dad, risk-averse and lacking financial education, often shied away from investing. He viewed it as a gamble reserved for the wealthy, preferring to keep his money in low-yield savings accounts. This fear-based approach, Kiyosaki explains, condemned his savings to be eroded by inflation, limiting his potential for wealth creation. The rich dad, on the other hand, believed that investing was essential for building long-term wealth. He taught Kiyosaki about different investment vehicles, from real estate and businesses to stocks and bonds, emphasizing the importance of diversification, risk management, and long-term thinking. Kiyosaki encourages readers to educate themselves about investing, exploring different investment options, and seeking guidance from financial advisors when needed. He stresses that investing is not about getting rich quick, but about making strategic decisions that align with their risk tolerance, financial goals, and time horizon. Section 5. cultivating financial discipline, staying the course for long-term success. Rich Dad. Poor Dad underscores that achieving financial freedom is not a one-time event, but an ongoing journey that requires discipline, perseverance, and a commitment to making conscious financial choices consistently. The poor dad, prone to impulsive spending and lacking financial discipline, often sabotaged his own financial progress. He would succumb to instant gratification, making purchases he couldn't afford and derailing his own efforts to save and invest. The rich dad, in contrast, embodied financial discipline. He lived below his means, avoided unnecessary debt, and made strategic decisions that supported his long-term financial goals. This disciplined approach, Kiyosaki argues, is what separated him from those who struggled financially, allowing him to weather economic storms and achieve lasting financial success. Kiyosaki encourages readers to cultivate financial discipline by setting clear financial goals, tracking their progress, and holding themselves accountable. He stresses the importance of delaying gratification, resisting impulsive spending, and making conscious choices that support their long-term financial well-being. Rich Dad. Poor Dad has left an indelible mark on personal finance, sparking countless conversations about money and empowering millions to take control of their financial destinies. Kiyosaki's message has resonated with readers from all walks of life, igniting a financial awakening that continues to inspire. The book's legacy lies in its practical advice and its ability to shift perspectives. Kiyosaki challenged the notion that financial struggle is inevitable, arguing that financial freedom is attainable for anyone. One of the most empowering messages woven throughout Rich Dad. Poor Dad is the idea that we are not bound by our financial past or circumstances. Kiyosaki emphasizes that we have the power to rewrite our financial scripts, to break free from limiting beliefs, and to create a future that aligns with our values and aspirations. The poor dad, despite his good intentions, often felt trapped by his financial situation. He believed that his financial circumstances were largely predetermined, a product of his upbringing, his education, or external factors beyond his control. This sense of powerlessness, Kiyosaki suggests, became a self-fulfilling prophecy, limiting his ability to envision a different financial reality. The rich dad, on the other hand, believed that financial destiny is not a matter of luck, but a matter of choice. He taught Kiyosaki that by changing his mindset, acquiring financial knowledge, and taking consistent action, he could break free from the financial script that had been written for him and create a new, more empowering one. Kiyosaki encourages readers to examine their own beliefs about money and to identify any limiting thoughts or self-sabotaging behaviors that might be holding them back. He emphasizes that we are not defined by our past financial mistakes or circumstances, and that with the right knowledge and a commitment to change, we can create a brighter financial future. Rich Dad. Poor Dad emphasizes that building lasting wealth and achieving financial freedom is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but an ongoing journey that requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to embrace the ups and downs along the way. The poor dad, despite his desire for financial stability, often sought quick fixes and easy solutions to his financial challenges. He would chase after get-rich-quick schemes or make impulsive financial decisions that promised instant gratification but ultimately led to greater financial instability. The rich dad, in contrast, understood that building wealth is a process, not an event. He taught Kiyosaki the importance of setting long-term financial goals, making consistent progress, and staying the course even when faced with setbacks or unexpected challenges. Kiyosaki encourages readers to adopt a long-term perspective when it comes to their finances, viewing setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth, and celebrating milestones along the way. He emphasizes that financial freedom is a journey, not a destination, and that by embracing the process, individuals can create a life of greater financial security, abundance, and fulfillment. Perhaps the most enduring message of Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the importance of investing in yourself, in your financial education, your personal growth, and your ability to create value in the world. Kiyosaki argues that this is the most valuable investment you can ever make, yielding dividends that far surpass any financial return. The poor dad, despite his good heart and strong work ethic, often neglected to invest in his own personal and financial growth. He believed that his formal education was sufficient and that his time was best spent working for a paycheck. This limiting belief, Kiyosaki suggests, prevented him from reaching his full potential, both financially and personally. The rich dad, on the other hand, was a lifelong learner, constantly seeking out new knowledge, skills, and experiences that would empower him to create greater wealth and make a bigger impact in the world. He believed that investing in himself, in his financial literacy, his business acumen, and his personal development was the key to unlocking his full potential. Kiyosaki challenges readers to adopt a similar mindset, encouraging them to view themselves as their most valuable asset. He suggests investing in books, courses, seminars, mentors, and experiences that will expand their knowledge, enhance their skills, and empower them to create a life of greater purpose, abundance, and fulfillment.